I haven't played this in a long time. See, back in the day, I didn't have nails. Whoa. They got me. Growing up on the reservation, we didn't have a lot of, variation in terms of things to do. And one of the kind of escapes from the monotony of being on the res is playing video games. My brother loved playing Contra. I love technical games where you're working with shapes. My sister loved racing games where there's a lot of movement. When I look at textiles like World Traveler, it's that entrance into this other world. Being able to kind of like ride that rainbow road. It's very interesting to kind of relay that into the weaving format where I can control the viewer's destiny of how they enter the textile and using the textile as this multi-dimensional plane for the viewer to, experience these different worlds and different layers and different textures. Being at the loom and then also being in the world of the video game, it's like very encapsulating because you're taking yourself out of whatever reality you're physically in and transporting yourself, visually and through your other senses into this otherworldliness. Being at the loom can be seen as solitary hours, days, months within your own thoughts and being very like hyper-focused. That's the same way as playing a video game where you're hyper-focused on the screen. You can't mess up, you can't die. You're learning the intricacies of which buttons to push and when. With the weaving, you're learning the intricacies of your tension and the pressure you're applying with your comb and compacting your strings. When I'm looking at gaming systems that were based, heavily on these pixelated imagery and pixelated characters moving from left to right or, up and down on the screen, it's the same way that I dissect the grid system for my weavings. I map out X and Y axes for vertical and horizontal lines of symmetry. All of these pixelated and geometric scapes. That idea of stacking and layering, sharp corners, sharp edges, 90-degree angles. When you're playing a video game and it freezes, glitches and separation of time and space happens, I like being able to kind of make them intentional. Navajo weaving, I think, has always been a really good example of embracing technology or embracing new ideas and incorporating them into, a traditional context. The things that we consider tradition now weren't considered tradition when they first came about. Being a fourth, fifth generation weaver within my family and our tribe being a matriarchal society, I grew up pretty much being fostered by this guild of weavers. So even though I'm one person creating in solitude, by myself in my studio, I'm still hearing the voices of all the people who have come before me. We are fluid and ever evolving people, and the idea of tradition isn't stagnant. As Indigenous people, we have the ability to provide these self-definitions and we have the ability to speak our histories and to be documented in our own voices. Yat Melissa Cody in Asia, Kapahandishle, Hashkan Zo Bashachin, Sitna Jenny Dashache, Do Nakai Dene Dashanale. Finished the level.